Have you ever hunted for a hidden gem that resonates on every emotional note? Today, we're unveiling 20 underrated gay films you can't miss. Let's begin. Number 20. Love is Strange.
Your love, your dedication, your commitment to each other are an example to be followed.
Ira and Ben's decades-long partnership finally leads to marriage, but financial strain forces them to live apart. Staying with friends and relatives, they ache for the warmth of their own home. Each scene reminds us that love never fades, even when life pulls you in different directions. The heartbreaking goodbye at the end is a gentle, haunting echo. Number 19. Prayers for Bobby.
I know if we trust in God, we can get through this. It's curable with His help. I won't have a gay son.
And Mom, you don't have a son.
Bobby wrestles with his identity in a strictly religious household, pleading for acceptance his mother can't initially offer. His emotional turmoil escalates as he navigates guilt and self-doubt. When tragedy strikes, his mother's grief sparks a seismic shift in her perspective. In that final moment, the guilt and heartbreak collide, leaving a stirring call for compassion. Number 18. Passages.
You know what I was doing last night?
No, but whatever it was, you sound very excited.
A filmmaker, married to a man, embarks on a sudden affair with a woman. Lust and jealousy intertwine, unraveling the trust that once seemed unbreakable. Each secret meeting magnifies the tension, blurring lines between love, obsession, and betrayal. When the credits roll, you're left questioning whether desire can be contained or if it inevitably devours everyone involved. Number 17. Of an Age.
I remember growing up. I was convinced I'd travel the world, just meet these mind-blowing people, connect.
Jesus, you're like 11.
I'm 18 in like 3 weeks.
Are you jaded yet?
You jaded? Shut up.
During a blistering summer day, two near strangers embark on a drive that sparks honest conversations and tentative hope. Their bond develops in mere hours, fueled by confessions that cut to the core of who they are. The heat seeps into their closeness, making it feel both urgent and surreal. In the end, one choice alters their futures forever. Number 16. The Way He Looks.
Ô Gabriel, a gente vai fazer trabalho, como iria dele me encontrar aqui.
Leo, a visually impaired teenager craving independence, feels misunderstood until Gabriel arrives at his school. Their friendship grows in quiet exchanges and shared songs, underpinned by a tender spark. Despite parental concerns, Leo realizes he wants to be seen for who he truly is. Their final dance encapsulates the thrill of stepping into the light, together. Number 15. Weekend.
It's me. Like you said, you took my shirt off. I just thought that we were having a really nice time. So, sorry Glenn, if I don't make your grade.
Russell and Glenn meet at a club and spend a whirlwind weekend unraveling their stories. From spontaneous confessions to fumbling morning routines, each moment reveals how quickly attachments can form. The ticking clock of Glenn's impending departure adds urgency to every conversation. As they part on Sunday, you're left aching over all the words left unspoken. Number 14. Fourth Man Out.
Your friend just came out of the closet. Do you have any idea how hard that is?
Adam, are you good?
I just want someone. Put yourself out there.
Adam, a small-town mechanic, comes out to his straight-laced best friends, who fumble through awkward support. Their banter stays lively, even when confusion creeps in. Amid misguided dating attempts and genuine concern, they discover that real friendship can handle anything. By the end, Adam's circle of friends stands unshaken, proving that acceptance can bloom in the unlikeliest places. Number 13. Private Romeo.
My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite.
Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is reimagined at an all-male military academy, where rival cadets transform into forbidden lovers. Reciting the bard's lines in cramped dorms, they navigate loyalty, duty, and smoldering passion, Traditions bind them until their stolen moments challenge everything. As the final act echoes, you're left pondering whether love can triumph in a world stacked against it. Number 12, August.
It's where we met.
Yeah. God, 5 years ago.
We had a great summer.
And a terrible fall.
Troy returns from Spain to Los Angeles, igniting an old flame with his ex, Jonathan. Their reunion is a battleground of unresolved issues and lingering what-ifs. New partners, old hurts, and the sun-scorched city set the stage for tough decisions. By the last scene, you're left wondering if rekindling love reignites warmth or scorches everyone in its path. Number 11. You Are Not Alone.
Bare til hjem til din familie, hver gang du ikke har vagt. Mens vi andre, vi må blive her. Aldrig noget privatliv. Vi spiller evigt og altid en rolle.
Set in a strict Danish boarding school, this coming-of-age story centers on two boys forging a quiet connection. Between drab hallways and rigid rules, they discover a sanctuary in each other's presence. Harsh discipline looms large, threatening to stifle their fledgling bond. In the end, one small act of rebellion resonates in the school's cold corridors, refusing to be silenced. Number 10. The Pass.
We've been at this academy since we were 8.
7.
On the night before a crucial soccer match, two teammates share a kiss that could derail their careers. Time leaps forward in tense intervals, showing each man grappling with regret, shame, or denial. Every reunion crackles with unspoken tension as fame clashes with hidden longing. The final face-off hits like a final whistle, making you wonder if freedom was ever within reach. Number 9. 15 years.
כמה זמן הייתם ביחד?
15 שנה.
אחרי תקופה בטח כזאת ארוכה, אז כולם מגיעים לאיזה הסכם לפתוח,
Yoav seems to have everything together, a longtime partner and a comfortable life. But when the prospect of having children arises, old wounds split open. Tense silences and revealing confrontations show how fear can erode even the strongest bonds. As layers peel away, the question lingers. Is preserving one's defenses more important than risking vulnerability for love? Number 8. Free Fall.
So haben wir dich nicht erzogen, Mark.
Ich kann nicht mal richtig eifersüchtig sein!
Mark, an ambitious police officer, finds himself drawn to his colleague Kay, triggering a secret relationship. Torn by a pregnant girlfriend at home and a passionate awakening, Mark spirals under the pressure. Family, work, and internal shame tighten around him like a vice. In the film's final breath, you're left breathless, asking if a moment of truth can shatter everything. Number 7. Los Fuertes.
¿Te ayudo?
Bueno.
Lucas visits his sister in coastal Chile, where he meets Antonio, a fisherman with a life far removed from big city worries. Their affection grows in the salty air, full of stolen smiles and midnight confessions. Yet whispers in town threaten their fragile harmony. As waves crash against the shore, the quiet, lingering tension foreshadows how elusive contentment can be. Number 6. 4 Moons.
Te quiero decir algo, pero me da un poco de miedo.
¿Entonces ustedes se conocían antes de entrar?
Sí, desde que estábamos bien chavitos.
Nos veíamos diario.
De hecho, sí vamos juntos.
4 distinct stories unfold across different ages. A boy's innocent infatuation, 2 college friends grappling with love, a long-term couple facing decay, and an older man fixated on desire. Their stories overlap in moments of heartbreak, secrecy, and yearning. Each moon phase represents a stage of acceptance. When the last story concludes, you're reminded that love's complexities bind us all. Number 5. Out in the Dark.
ذكر المحامي النغنوش
وقيتك يا مصطفى.
أشنتي سأل عنك
عن جد.
طفلك يفهم رخدوده.
Nimr, a Palestinian student, and Roy, an Israeli lawyer, risk everything by loving across cultural and political barriers. Their midnight rendezvous blaze with hope and dread as tension tightens on both sides. When conflict erupts, they face terrifying choices that threaten their very lives. In the end, Every whispered vow becomes an act of defiance in a fractured land. Number 4. Being 17.
L'inquiétude qu'un homme ressent en lui-même par l'absence d'une chose qui lui donnerait du plaisir si elle était présente, c'est ce qu'on nomme désir.
Damien, a doctor's son, repeatedly clashes with Thomas, who helps his parents on a remote farm. Their hostility gradually transforms into a strange magnetism, bursting with adolescent confusion. Family pressures and raging hormones intensify the stakes. As the final moments play out, you're struck by how quickly contempt can turn into a deep, disarming bond. Number 3. And then we danced.
მე ირაკლი ვარ.
იცი სად მოხვედი?
ქართულ ნაციონალურ ანსამბლში.
მე მოიხსენი ეგ საყურე.
Merab trains tirelessly in a traditional Georgian dance ensemble, dreaming of a breakthrough. When Irakli arrives, the tension between them evolves into an unspoken attraction that challenges rigid gender and cultural norms. Graceful choreography merges with forbidden desire, illuminating each sidelong glance. The climactic dance leaves you trembling at how tradition can be both a prison and a catalyst for change. Number 2. Undertow.
Sabías que tengo una esposa y que venía un niño.
Pues ya me estoy cansando de hacerme el huevón. A lo mejor tú puedes, pero yo no.
Pues así tiene que ser.
Miguel, a fisherman in a conservative Peruvian village, conceals his relationship with the free-spirited Santiago. An untimely accident sparks a supernatural link, forcing Miguel to acknowledge his suppressed identity. Judgment from neighbors and family looms like a gathering storm. As the final tide retreats, the heartbreak remains, asking whether love can conquer shame or if it's doomed to drown. Number 1. I Dream in Another Language.
Se enamoraron de la misma mujer. Evaristo casi mató a Isauro por quedarse con María. No se han hablado como en 50 años.
A linguist journeys into a remote Mexican rainforest to document a vanishing language spoken only by two estranged men. Buried secrets surface as they reluctantly reconcile, revealing a forbidden love that time tried to bury. Their bitterness and sorrow echo in the remnants of each word. By the end, the power of a single story lingers like an unspoken vow. Thanks for sharing these hidden treasures with me. Which film caught your attention the most? Drop your thoughts and stay tuned for our next deep dive.